They're so good. That trailer was so good.
The time is now. I like that. Super good trailer.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our very first DBD live stream of 2026. This is going to be a massive year for DBD, and we want you to come along on the ride with us. We're so happy to be kicking
They always
off
find a way to ruin it.
Very disappointed.
with a chapter we're calling.
Especially how they just ignored Ots
Stranger
Darva for that
Things,
fucking
Chapter
thing when he was
2,
trying to help
it's right
them.
behind Dork's head. There's a lot of fun and Stranger Things stuff to talk about on the show. So,
Is there?
wow.
Tell me
First
then.
of all, about the show, a big fan. The finale, like it's been so cool to be a little teeny weeny piece of something everyone's talking about in like pop culture, online.
What do you
social,
mean? It
all
was a
that.
terrible
Something that's
ending.
taking up a lot of brains.
Yeah, you're right. It was the
And
worst
for
thing
us
ever.
To be a part of that is just such a treat.
It's really cool. And so it's really neat that the Hawkins gang is coming to DBD, and we're going to talk about that today. And of course, the one and only
The
Vecna,
Hawkins gang.
11, Dustin, and more fan favorites. They're all entering the fog today, right after the show. So let's.
Why do you
get
say
to
and
it.
more
I should
fan
stop
favorites?
yapping.
There was only 4 to mention. He just
No one's
completely
here for
left
that.
out Eddie.
Let's get the live stream going right now for Stranger Things Chapter 2.
Yeah, it's also really strange as a Stranger Things.
Stranger.
To note that, Stranger Things actually debuted just 1 month apart from when Dead by Daylight launched in 2016. Like, that is crazy timing. And for us to have come back together twice now is so amazing. But, you know, you could say that we've kind of grown side by side with that in mind.
Vinny does a lot of growing.
Including in our first crossover
Especially
in
weight-wise,
2019
'cause he
that
doesn't wanna
brought
get on,
Steve,
so I'm gonna make fun of him.
Nancy, and the Demogorgon into the trials. And now 7 years later, we're doing it again.
Maybe 6 or
we're
7.
back.
Yeah, celebrating one of the biggest shows ever apparently on everyone's mind here in the past decade, while getting ready to kick off for the next 10 years of
Okay,
Dead
that's
by
better.
Daylight.
It's a little
We've
too
also
loud for
got
my
a
liking.
lot to cover today, so let's go ahead and get this rolling with looking at today's run of show. So no surprise, we're going deep on everything that went into the new chapter. We'll talk about how it all came together with our very own version of the Duffer Brothers, Dave Rashad and Matthew Cote. And we'll check out character designs, new and old, with our associate art director, Sarah Robinson. And
There's not gonna be a
finally,
roadmap,
we'll get
damn
into
it.
some
Damn it.
snapping gameplay with Vecna's game designer, Yannick.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see who designed that fucking bullshit-ass killer.
We'll also be taking a look at our latest collections with senior live ops specialist Hollis, including the brand new Stranger Things legendary outfits, which you're not going to want to miss, and a few extra surprises along the way. And then to wrap things up, we've got a peek at the return of 2v8,
Yay.
at the new Rift, and of course some answers to your fantastic questions in our Q&A.
Yes, but obviously, first things first, you're watching the stream, right? You should be. I mean,
No
how
shit.
else would you be hearing me talk, actually? So,
Oh.
since you are watching the live stream, and hopefully on Twitch,
Your
you
face
can
was
find
funnier
yourself
than
some
anything
Twitch
she just
drops.
said.
They're free. Everyone like free? I like free. Free for me. And
I don't want any of those
sure
besides
you're
the
gonna
Dustin
wanna
cap.
get these. So we've got 3 brand new
Be funny.
rewards you can
Just
earn
set
by
your
watching
set your
today's show,
Twitch to
starting
some
today
random
and
channel
running
while you
right
go to
until
sleep.
February
Well,
10th.
if you stream
They're
it, counts
super
towards
easy
it
to
too.
plan, and you can
Like, you
boost
can
it
just
by
stream
simply
yourself.
linking your behavior account. So head
We can
on
do
over
that.
to our Twitch chat or
The banner's
scan
pretty
QR
cool.
code
I don't know about that badge.
somewhere on the screen
How do I even
for
find the
100%
badges again? I forgot.
So cool that we were able to tie it to Stranger Things. So the first 3 of our
My name is
drops
Don, by the
here,
way.
The Upside Down Gates badge you can earn by watching just 1 hour. So essentially just this show will get you that badge. Then
Yeah, but we're on
the
YouTube, not
cool
Twitch.
Ruins of
Ding dong.
Hawkins banner, which is for a total of 3 hours. And then the mind-melting Dustin's Cap charm for anyone who accumulates 6 total hours of watch time.
And as a quick reminder for everyone watching, this summer marks Dead by Daylight's 10th anniversary.
Woo!
And we've got tons of amazing
Maybe they can
stuff,
actually make the game good.
rolling out over the course of this year to celebrate that. So you can check out the anniversary page on the Dead by Daylight website for more information. But if you want to get go ahead and get your hands on the very limited 10th anniversary collector's set. Pre-orders close on January 31st. So that means that you've only got a few more days to go ahead and get it while you can. And we'll also be bringing the Dead by Daylight community
You a
together
trickster
in
pin.
Montreal,
It's nasty.
At Montreal's Old
I do want
Port
that flashlight,
for
though. I ain't gonna lie, I need it.
Anniversary event on June 14th,
Ooh.
2026. Mark your calendar. Subscribe to our newsletter and keep an eye on. Our
We know a lot about the
socials so that
doctor,
you can
especially
keep
from
up
that
to date
thumbnail
on
yesterday.
when tickets go on sale in the near future. But now, without further ado,
Pretty funny.
it's time to get stranger with some Stranger Things, starting with Dave and Matt.
Cause it's Stranger Things. I get it. Your face was funnier than that whole segment. Yay, Matthew Cote.
Last year, we've been in a lucky position. We're
Matthew
gonna talk
Cote's the
about
cool guy in the
one of
middle, by the way.
most
He's the cool guy.
requested chapters of all time coming to DVD, and it's true yet again. Stranger Things Chapter 2. It's so cool to be part of this moment that's out there in the culture of entertainment right now. We get to have our little piece of it.
Yep.
And who better to talk to about creating this new chapter of Stranger Things than Dave Richard and Matt Cote. Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Thank you. Hello.
So thanks for joining us. Let's kick it off. What was it like to work on this?
It was fantastic. It was really cool. You know, we're all big fans of Stranger Things, just like the rest of the world. And the team's been looking, you know, since the first chapter we've done, through the whole story, the whole evolution of this show. And it was great to see what they've done. It was great to be able to interact with them again and create this amazing chapter.
Yeah. I mean, we were sad for a moment there when we had to let go of the chapter. It happens, it's part of life, but we never stopped working really, really hard to get it back. And we did, which was great. And while we were in these conversations, we obviously took the opportunity to try to find a way to bring even more of the Stranger Things content into Dead by Daylight, and that's what you're getting today. Now, we were there at the very beginning of Stranger Things, and we're here now at the end. It's kind of really cool to be part of that whole cycle and be here for the incredible finale that they brought into this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so speaking of that, you were both here when we did the first chapter. I wasn't, so I shouldn't say we. When you did the first chapter, but what's it like approaching
Itchy
a
nose,
sequel
I love
chapter? That must have been an interesting challenge.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially for a show like this and the evolution it got. And after completing the first chapter, we, back in the day, were privy to a little bit of information where the series was going. And we knew that they were going to go towards a more mature, more horror feeling. Didn't know exactly what it was, but we were excited to explore this.
Yeah.
And so when we had the chance right now to finish this, to complete it, I mean, it's quite interesting. It's quite, it's a challenge, but it's the most fun you can get out of an experience like that.
Heck yeah. So, Vecna, that's where we
Yes.
landed, which is obviously a no-brainer if you've seen it. You know, Vecna is the big bad.
Of course.
So it makes sense. But what about on the Survivor side?
More like
of
the
things?
big ugly.
How did
Holy
we land
shit,
on
he caught the
characters?
ugly.
There's such a group to choose from.
There's so many really cool characters in this show, and so many that are like the main protagonists. Like, it's a big group of people, and we could have gone a few different ways. This came from a lot of conversations with Netflix. They were nice enough to sit down with us and really talk through and figure out who would be the
Well,
best
he only got
fit.
3 toes
They
on
were
his right
trying really
foot.
hard also to not spoil anything to us while they were talking. They didn't want to commit too much. They were saying, like, yeah, this character, yeah, okay, this one. Anyway, but I think in the end, of course, 11 had to be in. It's Stranger Things, you need 11. Dustin, I mean, he's an awesome guy, and
He
he's
is.
a fan favorite, and it
He
was
is.
just a great fit. So now,
And Eddie.
with those two in, and the legendary outfits that we have, means that now you can get Dustin and Steve back together again.
Oh,
Bringing
yeah.
back
And
Eddie. I mean,
Jonathan.
for so
And
many of
Eddie.
us, Eddie is
The
an
4 boys,
absolute,
you know what I'm saying?
Favorite, and so awesome to be able to see him again.
I don't-
Run around.
I don't
even
think
though
Jonathan
he's
ever
getting
met,
murdered repeatedly
Eddie,
now in
did he?
Dead by Daylight.
Only if you're bad.
Pretty sure he
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
True now.
And then Robin in her Scoops Ahoy outfit, so her and Steve can finally get back to work.
Absolutely. That's going to be the mix I want to see the most, for
Yeah.
sure. And what's crazy is that we have enough, or almost enough, characters
Two
to
killers.
be able to do a 2v8.
No promises, guys. No promises, but I like the sound of that. So, okay, we're going to have Sarah and Jenna coming very shortly to talk about the art direction, the gameplay design of Vecna. But before we do that, I thought it would be cool to ask you, you know, we have a lot of new players this past year, so what do you want people to take away from their time with Stranger Things Chapter 2?
I mean, as usual, I want to say that, but it's true in this case. We want to we want people to feel just how much we love the source material, how much we endeavored to try to make this feel as genuine as possible. For us,
They didn't
it's
do
a
that with the Walking Dead
celebration of
chapter.
Stranger Things, which we think,
Pixel
like
on the
we were
map.
saying, it's such a massive thing in the pop culture right now. We want people to feel like this is an authentic representation.
Yeah, building a chapter is a work of passion, and the representation is so important.
Yep.
That universe, and the team nailed it. So in all the details, the cosmetic, the visual, the power of Vecna, the ability to go in the upside down, the use of the vines,
Jaden, your
the
camera
use
was
of the
frozen on the
dialogue,
funniest position for like
all
30
of this
seconds.
creates that really immersive Stranger Things experience.
Your
So
lips were
the
just like
show's
puckered
over,
like you're about to
but
kiss me. You were like,
fans can go into DVD and make Stranger Things live forever.
Right? That's it. We were talking earlier.
Oh, it
People
was so
can
great.
Play out their own
Can't wait to show you this
storylines
when we
now,
edit
which
it
is
later.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys both for your work on making this happen.
only 40 minutes till we get the
I think
chapter,
everyone's gonna
baby.
be really psyched in a few minutes when they can actually play it. We had great responses in the PTB, so thanks so much for joining us here as well. It's always awesome to have you here.
Oh, pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Back to work.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks, guys. So as you can probably tell from everything Dave and Matt were just saying, between the previous chapter and now a new chapter, we have a lot of Stranger Things content in the game. And it plays super well, but it also looks flipping great. And that's thanks to our art team. So we brought Sarah Robinson here to represent the art team, one of our wonderful art directors. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I was involved in the first chapter in a very different capacity, but it's great to be involved in chapter 2.
It's so cool. And it's our second ever sequel chapter. We did it with Resident Evil, which you also worked on. That one, though, was a year apart. This is 6.5 years apart.
Something like that, yeah.
So does that gap of that size create opportunities or challenges when you're working on these things?
Kind of a bit of both.
Wish they got another map.
I mean, certainly one of the best opportunities that we have is
No, they updated the
that,
current map and made it worse in the portal room.
techniques and technology that we have these days
Yeah, got
is
rid of the
quite a bit
window.
different than what we
Well, they
had
didn't get
access to
rid
back
of it.
then.
There's just a chance it's gone.
For example, the biggest one
Which is
is
still awful.
face scans.
Oh, I know.
These are 3D assets that Netflix has given us. These are the same ones that they use in their own VFX
Of the actual actor.
of the actual actors.
So cool.
Exactly. And there is a little bit of processing that happens so that we make sure that it looks correct in game and that everybody looks as best as we can make them. But in addition to that, we also have just a sheer volume of assets that we didn't have access to back then. Not just the previous seasons, so we can check outfits or personalities or all of those things, but also Netflix has been a fantastic collaborator, giving us lots of behind-the-scenes references. And I say a lot, but of course, it's still a little bit of a surprise for us as well.
It wasn't live yet.
No.
The season was not out, so
Definitely not.
you're
And
working with a limited playbook.
And that is certainly one of the biggest challenges,
Right.
is that because we're dealing with characters that had not yet come out yet, we had to rely on Netflix as a partner to make sure that we got everything correct.
Super cool. And
All of those characters
Something you
existed
said
in
in
season
there
4,
was a
so
little
they
hint, so
were
we're
out. But
getting-
anyways,
obviously a bunch of new stuff, but it sounds like we're revamping something with the old characters too.
Yeah, so this was
Well,
an opportunity
just the
to
outfits.
look
Necessarily.
at
the outfits were
outfits,
different.
yeah.
But
capable of doing
But, like,
more
that's not really a
versus back
spoiler.
then, and we thought a really good candidate for a little bit of a
they
face
just gave Dustin a
upgrade,
damn brown trench
is
coat.
Miss Nancy.
He looked like
So,
Wesker.
As some of you have seen in the PTB, we've
David Mamet
already
doesn't like
started,
inspired to play with y'all.
reworking her face, but we do hear the concerns that we haven't got it quite right yet. So we'll be looking at making further updates. Something that is going to help us a lot is we do have access to that 3D scan data from Netflix for Natalia
Very
Dyer
nice.
as well.
Yeah, and Natalia Dyer getting to give us the actual face scan is so cool.
Yeah.
It's going to help a lot with the final product, so stay tuned, folks. So players will certainly love that.
Why is it
and,
zooming in on him like
wondering what
that?
you can
That's
tell
a-
us about
it's a
your
little
approach
creepy.
then with the new cast of characters that are in the game.
Yeah, so you know, we've got Vecna, we've got Dustin, and Eleven are our main core characters for this chapter.
Talk about Eddie.
But certainly outside of the face scans and the challenges around putting those in, we're dealing with characters that we hadn't seen yet.
Right.
You know, the season is still a fresh thing for us as well.
Why is Elle in a wetsuit? We had our guesses. We were right, I think.
Yes, we did a pretty good job on that one. And of course, there's always a little bit of translation from what you see in the season to how we make it work in game. Example, 11, making sure that her mix and match works with all of her outfits, that kind of stuff.
The bottom definitely
So-
matches, I'll tell you what.
Working with Dustin and 11 meant a lot of back and forth between us
What's wrong,
and
Jade?
Netflix, making sure that we get all of those little details right. Like, for example, making sure her nosebleed is on the right side of her face, all of those things.
It's actually the
But
left
Netflix is
side.
a fantastic collaborator. Every step of the way, they were willing to help us out.
And we have another great thing in our tool belt where our legendary outfits can really open the door to the different things we can do, right? So even if we had set Survivor characters, we could even add more folks. So why don't you tell us about
They
your
need it.
$15 skins.
Yes,
Like,
we
you know,
have,
for Dustin, they need to add the other guys. Like, they need to add
via legendaries.
Lucas
We
and
have
Mike,
Scoops
and definitely
and
Will. I
Robert,
mean, he's like the main character.
for Nancy.
For
Max
And
should be a
we have
skin
Eddie
for
11.
yeah.
Eddie, for Dustin.
I don't give a fuck about Robin. Yeah!
These
What the
are
hell is that pose?
Really
Why is he cross-eyed? He's more cross-eyed than Dom in that picture. I said right foot creep. Ooh, walking with the Eddie. He was hitting the gritty while he's cross-eyed.
To the fans of the show.
which I think is a good choice. It wasn't simply a season 5 celebration; it was the whole series.
Exactly. So, for example, we've got a lot of Eddie's iconic animations.
Does he have voice
and
lines, though? That's
we're
what I
just
wanna
really
know.
reveling in
It'd
the
be cool
joy
if he
of all
did.
of these seasons.
Because they
So,
butchered,
whether it's player
whoever
cards,
voices
the
Dustin
badges,
right now in the
charms,
game
and
is
these kind of
fucking
things.
butchering it.
You're gonna see all sorts
Ass.
of references to
Booty
the
cheeks.
previous seasons as well as season 5.
Right, and some of those we didn't even have last time, right? So now
Absolutely,
we can get them in the game too. So your team also is the team that works on the lobby. So the
Yeah.
lobby's looking really cool.
Yeah, so this was a super fun one. You know, we're talking about a celebration of all of the seasons and all of the things that make Stranger Things. So we wanted the lobby to be a representative of that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mind
Oh, that's
Flayer, the
fire.
Death
That is
Name,
fire.
We've got
You got the
Vecna's
Mind Flayer in the back, too.
upside down
Oh, yeah.
lines
Oh,
walking
yeah.
around the
Yeah,
Hawkins
baby.
sign, and really just kind of
This
tying
chapter
everything
might actually
together
turn Dead by
as
Daylight
the homage
around.
that we wanted it to be.
Because last year was ass. This year's already
Last
looking to
year
be.
was awful.
This year's already pretty good, but I'm not jinxing
What about
shit.
working on Vecna?
Yeah, so this again was such
Because
an
last
amazing
year was the end of the
opportunity.
Masquerade event, wasn't it? So I don't know what they're going to do this year for the
Certainly a
anniversary.
more
It's obviously going to be an event, but it's not going to be the
creature in
same.
season
So it's probably not
5.
going to be party pals or
Small
anything.
Spoiler.
Or
Which
this
I
is the
thought
last
was
year for it. I
too
don't know what they said.
details.
Is either last year or this
He
year that's the end of
is
it.
A little more monstrous in season 5. Season 4 was still mostly human, but this certainly brought a level of complexity
Oh,
that
yeah.
we certainly had a lot of fun working on. And it is an interesting opportunity as well because we're focusing on the vines of his body, the more monstrous quality. We can extend that into the rest of his visual language as well. So this is where maybe the entity has enhanced or
Oh, yeah.
embellished some of Vecna's abilities, so they're a little different than some of the stuff he does in the show. But leaning into that, we were able to sort
leaning?
of bring in some of the upside
Lean with
down
me.
into his
Walk with me.
gameplay as well.
Yes, and that's so cool. I'm psyched for people to get all of this in their hands very soon, just a few moments after the show. So thank you so much, Sarah, for joining us again. Please come back soon.
course.
Players are going to get there at the end of the show pretty much, and it's going to be so cool for all the incredible work that the team put in to be out there in the world.
For
So
real.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, so speaking of Vecna having a cool kit, which I
Yeah.
think is a nice segue, next up, we've got Janik, our...
Now, how are you going to
designer,
open that locker when it's
testing
behind a
Vecna's
couch?
gameplay.
You know what I'm saying? Eddie, I've come for your nutsack.
There's already a ton to be excited about with our new Stranger Things chapter. And we haven't even gotten to the best part yet, which is going to be Vecna's gameplay.
Oh.
Or, as will be known in Dead by Daylight, the first. And to walk us through everything you could expect with our latest killer,
There's all kinds of things.
I'm joined
Vecna,
here by
the
the very
first,
person who
Mr.
designed his
What's It,
gameplay, the
Henry.
one, the only,
That's
the
4.
first, Janik.
Hello.
So thank you so much for joining me.
I call him Big Dick Man.
So if I've got everything right, not
Viner,
only did you
49er.
the first in our game, but you were also the game designer behind the Demogorgon with our first Stranger Things chapter.
See, now Demogorgon's a good
and
killer, not overpowered
the
at all,
Dungeons and
but
Dragons version of Vecna, who's also in Dead
I
by
wonder if they
Daylight,
gave
is
him
that
a
right?
correct.
like
It just
recharge
happened
thing.
to align like
I
this.
hope they did, but probably
I'm a
not.
big fan of
We can read the
Dead
patch
by
notes
Daylight.
after this.
I'm
They
a
should
big
drop it right
fan
before the update comes
of
out.
Stranger Things, so like this was dream come true. Like it was super fun, just bringing those characters into DBD, like just like amazing fun.
Honestly, I think it would be a dream coming true for me too. I'm so excited for you that you got to do all this thing. But so maybe you could start off by telling us what really stood out about Vecna that you really wanted to see translated into the game with making the first.
He got a bald
So the interesting
head.
aspect of it was really like the way in the show, like he played with his victim just
Nah,
before.
his
like,
hair's under the
killing them,
vines, you know what I'm saying?
taunting them. So it's something that we wanted
You're right.
to kind of look into. But this
Kinda
is
like that
not
big
really,
dick I was talking
like
about.
A character that does something directly to his victim, right? So we still wanted to have something more tangible for gameplay side. So that's how like we came up with the idea of the vine and sort of the control that he has. Bear in mind, we didn't have a look at the new season, so we're not sure exactly what we're going to be doing. And in the end, like it worked perfectly, and even like the licensor said, yeah, good job, like this good direction. But we haven't seen the show yet, so we just kept forward.
Oh my gosh, that's a really spot-on accomplishment for them to sign off on that.
Yeah, exactly.
So then, what's like the vibe of Vecna that we wanted to see like players experience here in Dead by Daylight?
Another interesting aspect is that, like in the show, he's really in the background. Then throughout the show, he becomes like the big bad guy, and he's way more apparent and present. So it's sort of the things that we wanted to also make it feel like where there's a growing thread to like the show, to the match. So over time, like he becomes more powerful and more deadlier. So that's how
He's deadly and no skill from the start, so.
into the loop of things, and then the clock, and then the world breaker mode. So this all came together at some point, but it's really inspired by how the show builds up, and this character like is kind of bigger than what he is.
Okay, and like you were saying with the show, if a Stranger Things fan were to stumble upon Dead by Daylight, which you should, play the game. What about Vecna's gameplay? Like, can you like kind of walk us through the power
I agree, Jane.
for those people who might not know?
It's pretty straightforward, actually. As Vecna, you can target a mini area, like a circle on the ground, and from that point, you can summon the tentacle from the upside.
That looks even. Wait, hold on.
Any survivor
That looked
gets
even
the
bigger than it was in the
tentacle,
PTB, did
they
it not?
earn a curse token, like the
That
victim's
circle on the
curse
floor
token.
looks way bigger.
And from that point, if the killer
If they made
hits
it bigger,
a survivor
that's
with,
crazy. It was
who has
already
only
no
one,
skill as it was.
Token, curse token, he activates.
Oh, hold
the
on, let's see.
Worldbreaker,
That looks bigger. That looks wider.
but compared to other killers,
You saw that too, right?
Worldbreaker event
That looks like
affects
double the
everyone.
size.
So once this app
Oh man, if they buffed him
any of the
instead of
attack
nerfing,
that the
I'm
killer
fine if they
does,
made it
the
bigger,
one
but then
attack,
added a
more
longer
damage,
cooldown.
but
Because right now there's no
anyone.
cooldown.
So
So
compared to other killers, we target one single specific survivor. In this case, it affects the whole team. So the idea is to really like get your power, activate the world breaker, and then you can break loose on everyone.
So then how does the party fight back in this scenario?
Don't get hit by the vine tentacles.
That's much easier
Yeah,
said
well,
than done.
yeah, because no skill.
One
That's why it's
that you
easier
can
said
do
than done.
specifically as a survivor, if this event occurs, is that in the map there's going to be 4 different clocks that spawns and become interactable from that moment. As a survivor, you can go to any of these clocks and listen to the music, and it's going to speed up the world breaker mode event. So the
Yeah, but then it will last
doesn't
another minute after that
optimally
anyway. So
use his power as much as you want. But Fear Not Killer, you always have like a minimal amount of time that you can benefit from it. But the survivors who are very efficient at working the clock will definitely hamper his progress.
And can multiple survivors do the clocks at once, or is it one person and it's
Correct. Yeah, it actually works like imagine a big generator that all the clocks are connected together. So anyone working on their side will have their speed up moment. So you can really fast it up if you're all working together.
Okay, very nice, very nice. I'm looking forward to that. So does Vecna then have any other additional tricks up their vines?
He doesn't need any, but you know.
So one element that he can do, of course, is visit the upside down. So he can, when the
But then he can still see you while he's under it.
He can go into it, kind of becomes this little puddle things and move around the map super fast.
In their soup mode.
Yes, exactly. This is really like a navigation aspect of the killer power because you cannot do anything while you're in this mode. You're actually not on the map, so it makes sense that you cannot do any interaction or attack survivor. But you move super fast and go under vault location and unbreakable walls thing, so it's super easy to.
Oh, you can go under breakable walls too. I don't know about that part.
Just kind of get an idea of where the progress of the game or the generator. Once you're really ready to go back in the map, you can activate the kind of the it's a special attack that the undergate attack does. Which when you erupt from this mode, you create a very large AoE effect on the ground, and it does the exact same thing as the little version of it.
Oh, okay.
So you can curse survivor or damage them based on the mode that you are. If you're in normal mode, though, you give 2 tokens, so it's a very effective way. But you have to be really sneaky and tricky to use this. One element that we saw while we developed the power is that the killer has a lot of chase potential. So we thought that having him
no skill potential is what I was aiming for, but you know,
in this mode
same
to
thing.
Get survivor, we thought it was a bit too much. So we decided to kind of tone down the effect, but kind of give big rewards if you manage to activate it.
Okay, so this is definitely more for traversal than as an attack.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
You have to be sneaky when you want to use them. Use it. To hit them, try activating on the other side of walls to kind of not give them warning. It's a neat trick to.
Very evil. very sneaky, like you said, very sneaky. So for those playing as
makes a loud ass noise when you're using it. So.
Do you have any tips or
yes, so one interesting aspect of the power is really that
I saw that you
have to be in anticipation mode. Like you really have to expect or think about what the other opponent's gonna be doing. And interestingly, the technique is good for both sides. In a sense where the killer will have to kind of expect or anticipate where or what the survivor is going to do. So he's going to vault the pallet or go to the left, right, and based
up,
on
down, left,
those
right, A, B, ho.
he's going to activate his power. Same thing for the survivor. The idea is to kind of trick the killer from thinking that you're going to make one move, but you did the other. So it's kind of did he balance
like
dance?
chess.
Yeah, exactly, between the two. So.
I like that a
Chess
lot.
if it was
It's
one-sided.
It's a very mind gamey kind of situation with the first.
Kind of like how when you were going against Mikey, it was in your favor.
You can use the power through walls.
He was complaining after you left the call yesterday too. He was like, he didn't even want to rematch me. Didn't you already go against him twice anyways? Interesting.
Because,
Mikey's just a loser.
You can definitely try those Hail Mary shots like from afar. Like, it's super great on the killer side, but survivor can also use that advantage where you have to kind of think outside of the box, where everything you learn about
you don't really
how
have to think because there's no
move
cooldown.
around the map, you're gonna have to try to be tricky and sort of not doing it the exact same way, because killer who have a very high level of map knowledge or game knowledge will know exactly where the survivor will want to be to optimize his path. So he's gonna know that you're gonna go for that window or pallet or just turn around that corner and there's a corridor, he's gonna get you. So really try to turn the corner, wait 1 second, and then move in the other direction.
Can we move on to
where he
another
doesn't
section
see
of this stream?
Just to trick him, and it should be fine.
I don't want to hear about this
Okay.
no
I
skill
look forward
man
to doing
anymore.
that. I love faking window vaults. So I'm
Faking the
really
window
hyped
won't do
for this
anything.
killer. All right, well, is there
'Cause he'll
any
just cancel it and he
last
doesn't have any
things you
in-lag
wanna
anyways.
mention about the first?
We had a little Easter egg gameplay
Okay.
into the kit. We saw some player discover it during the PTB. I you as a killer on certain condition, you can mini-mori the survivor.
Oh.
We don't want to give too much detail. It was deliberately a choice on our part to not mention this in the power description. We wanted to let players like discover it by themselves. It's not a game changer. It's just like it can happen at a very specific moment. But we'll let players spread the news and try to find how.
I think we all know about them
So
anymore.
you all have your homework, so get to it. The exam is due by Friday. But thank you
I'll
so
just
much,
write
Jimmy,
no
for
skill on
joining
every
me
question,
and
I'll get
walking
an
me
A+.
through what it's like with input, like bringing in the first into the world of Dead by Daylight.
It was all my pleasure, and we're super happy that the reaction to the PTB was very positive. So
Somehow.
enjoy, like have fun.
Yeah, and remember,
Everyone's like,
Victor
Vecna doesn't need nerfed, he's perfectly
so
fine,
next
even
up,
though he
I'll
can shoot
have
through walls
Thomas
with no
here on the
cooldown.
couch with me to talk about all the new things coming with the latest collections in Dead by Daylight, so stay tuned.
Oh, finally, we're moving away from that crappy killer.
Something interesting.
Hello and welcome back. We're going to be talking about all of the latest upcoming collections that'll be coming into the game real soon here. We're going to be showing off some of the collections, including the rest of the Stranger Things outfits that we hadn't had a chance to look at that are going to be a part of the Chapters collection. And here to walk us through everything is the one and only Senior Live Ops Specialist, Hollis.
That's me. Thank you for having me back.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
so much for joining me again. I'm super excited to be talking about
I agree
all
with
these
what
amazing
your
outfits.
reaction is.
Yeah. So, as you know, Stranger Things is a show that's just brimming with amazing 80s fashion. And with 5 seasons of the show, there's a lot to choose from, which made picking the outfits for these characters this time around very difficult, but still very fun. So to start things off with Dustin, we have his rare Bite Off shirt, which is just a torso, so not a full outfit, but this is something that he wore back in season 4 of the show.
Oh, it looks so good.
He's a gamer, man.
Yeah, I love it.
And of course, we absolutely had to include the infamous Hellfire Club t-shirt in the outfit called Game Night. This is a very rare outfit that he wore back in season 4. And yeah, there's no world where we couldn't have the Hellfire Club t-shirt. Not in this world or the Upside Down.
Yeah, I think I heard the Hellfire Club is also going to be having some new members.
You like
Is
Dr.
that
Pepper,
right?
don't you,
One
Squidward?
or two or the Hellfire Club t-shirt is so iconic that we had to put it on all of our original
Is that your
survivors.
second one?
So the club is about to get a lot.
Yeah, I saw you down the other one earlier. You
Hellfire
shoved it
Club
down your
t-shirt, you will
throat.
get a Hellfire Club badge as well.
Oh wait, you can get a Hellfire T-shirt with all
Then, of course,
all the
as we
characters.
mentioned,
Nice.
Dustin will be getting that.
Oh
Also,
yes,
the legendary
Alan Wake's not
comes complete
Alan
with
Wake's a
some
fucking
idle animations
collab
in
though.
the lobby that sees him pull out his guitar.
I'm going back to Felix,
His
baby, getting that
voice
shirt.
lines,
Woo!
as well with
If it
the
plays
legendary
special
Ross
menu music, if you have that shirt on, I'm gonna blow.
Of Eddie Munson.
Oh, I really love that pose he's doing right now.
Yeah, I like the cross eyes too.
Yes.
He's hitting the gritty,
What
bro.
do we have for 11
Do I need to hit that pose
So
and
on top
it'll
of
be the
Eleven's
best?
Season 5 look, which is her default, we have a very cool Mallstar outfit for her. This is the outfit she wore when she went shopping with Max. It's very 80s. And then shortly after, she dumped Mike's ass. I actually think the headpiece of this outfit is called Mrs. Dump Your Ass. So shout out to our narrative team for that. And then for the big bad Vecna, aka First, we have a outfit called Scion of the Upside Down, which is pulled straight from season 4.
Ooh man,
It's
Freddy
kinda based
Krueger
on
got
the
he getting Freddy Krueger
think
a
we
run
get
for
a
his money.
Mr. What's It
Evan,
outfit.
he sent to
Yeah,
me
he's
for
getting
the
Freddy
first time.
Krueger a run for his money.
However, we've modified it a little bit to kind of push his transformation into Vecna a little bit further down the line because he didn't originally have the claw hand. So he's basically lost what little humanity he has had left.
Wow.
And then, of course, we have the Robin Legendary for Nancy. So just like Eddie, she'll be getting some.
I feel like we
Robin
should have got
animations,
like
some
the
voice lines,
Vecna,
and she'll also come
the
with a
one,
Robin
that
Buffalo
one,
badge,
and then
so
we
you can
should have
show
got
your
a
love
Mr.
for
What's
Watson
It.
Robin.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I can't
Like just
wait
the
to
full
show myself.
Vecna, like the full
I can't wait
Henry.
You never know. The next
So
Rift
I
is
think
coming
that's
out
it
very
for all
soon
Stranger
after
Things,
this
though.
releases, so
So what can
they
you tell
could
us
be
about
have
the
Stranger
next
Things
one?
items in the
Yeah,
Rift.
So on February 10th, we have a new collection coming out called Eldritch Nightmares, which, as you can guess by the name, is kind of focused on Eldritch and Cosmic Horror. And we're going to kick it off with 2 outfits for Tori and the nurse.
Okay.
So for the nurse, we've got her Madness Wanderer outfit that shows her
Oh my.
having basically been taken over by a cosmic parasite. It's coming out of her intestines, it's coming out of her mouth, it's ooey, it's gooey, and dare I even say, it's a little bit yucky.
Ooey and
Tori is getting
gooey.
her with which also sees her covered in cosmic goop.
Is that mute from
Wearing a
Rainbow
really
Six Siege?
cool-looking old-school gas
Dude,
mask.
why is her hands so small? Do you see how small her hands are?
Really cool.
Those
And
are
as
tiny.
an added bonus, they're going to be tied directly into our upcoming 2v8. which will
All
also
the
have
dinosaurs
some
do the
rewards
T-Rex.
along with the theme of Albatross,
Oh my god.
which you may
They should add
follow
Deadpool to the game next stream.
Oh, okay. And I think we also have some additions to the collection that I know a lot of players have been enjoying, which is our Modern Tales.
Yeah, so Modern Tales is our take on famous fairy tales. And on February 3rd, we're doing another round, this time doing Snow White. So we've got the
Snow
plague
White?
dressed as the evil queen in her
Oh,
Queen of
man.
Lost Kingdom
I know Bat would
is
still
a really
smash.
great-looking outfit.
She's gorgeous. I love
Gorgeous my ass. That's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Apple from the story, so it's a nice detail. You know, they say
Damn,
apple
Jaden, you
is
might be her
fly
type.
away.
You're gorgeous.
I don't know. She wants to make some apples. Then we have Kate in her enchanting prey outfit. In
Now I'm
Dynasty,
busting.
She's going to be our Snow White. And finally, we have Hunter, who in the story is
Oh my
actually
god, he has
half
the
the
most
Snow
square
White.
jaw I've ever
And
seen in my
character,
life.
Which I find hilarious because every time I have a Jonah in my lobby, he has no issue getting me killed. So what's with the favoritism?
Well, maybe
Favoritism, my ass. You favor survivors more than killers. I don't hear it.
Awesome. We're Kate going forward, I guess.
Yep,
Kate
it's the
Mans for
only
life.
Well, to wrap things up, I think
Get
we
off the
also
screen.
have a bit of a
Yeah,
collection
please.
anniversary to celebrate,
His
right?
jaw is square
So,
as hell.
celebrate 2 years in the fog, we are adding more to the Iron Maiden collection. So we're going to be doing a new batch of shirts for both V and Orella. And we'll also be doing some bundles in-game for those of you who may not have purchased the Iron Maiden stuff yet. So a bundle for the t-shirts and a bundle for the existing killers as well.
Can I get a bundle for the Hellfire t-shirts? It'd be cheaper to just get them all. That would be awesome.
Final surprise?
We do. I'm super excited to close things out by announcing a continuing collab between Dead by Daylight and everyone's favorite insanely fun roguelike card-like game, Balatro.
Oh, okay.
So you may remember a while ago, Huntress, Trapper, and Legion made an appearance in Balatro as the King, Queen, and Jack of clubs on one of their customizations. We are going to be continuing that collaboration with a very cool piece as part of this crossover, an extremely creepy headpiece for the unknown called Unknown Madness that frames him as a
Man, the
Joker.
clown got real ugly.
My God.
So important thing to know about this.
I thought he was ugly
drops
before.
On February 20th, which, while that may be my birthday, you will be the ones getting the gift because this is a free cosmetic. So keep your eyes peeled on socials and in-game for more information.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you. I'm old now.
And I can't wait for you to get that free cosmetic.
Thank you.
As such a little sweet treat. Terrifying, but sweet. So that's going to be it for our featured collections. So thanks again for sitting down with me, Hollis.
Oh, my pleasure.
And I look forward to talking again about the collections next time. But now I'm going to be joined on the couch by Eric as we're going to be talking about 2v8 and its return.
Yeah, now we're talking about it.
All right, and we're back with more of everyone's favorite Dead by Daylight game mode, 2v8. And if you can believe it, this is actually the 7th iteration of 2v8, and it's incredible because we've been fine-tuning the gameplay, adding new killers, new classes, items, everything since the start. And this new version is no different.
Yeah, it's been really cool to watch the team iterate on each one. So this latest one is available to play February 10th, which is right around the corner. It's going to include a new survivor class, 2 new maps, and a new killer. We've also reworked the killer team skills for a few of our killer classes, along with some other useful additions.
Yeah, so the team skills reworks actually focuses this round on the Brute, Fearmonger, and Enforcer classes. Check out the patch notes for more details, but the focus here is really all about giving you the benefits related to your own character's class. Before, team skills were more likely to give your teammate a buff, but now you'll be the one getting the bonus with your teammate getting a little extra info as an icing on the cake. And to wrap things up with the killer side,
I like
we've
Brute.
got a new killer,
Favorite.
Chucky, the good guy,
Rio.
making his way into 2v8.
We're also very excited to be adding a new survivor class, as I mentioned. It's called the Torchbearer class, essentially a flashlight saving class. You can see it there on the graph. As a Torchbearer, you'll be able to do everything from create flashbangs, reveal the killer using your flashlight, or even grant endurance to the survivors you save or who save you.
And as mentioned, we're adding 2 new maps, the Groaning Storehouse and Rotten Fields. And for new gameplay
Rotten
features,
Fields,
we've
really?
added a
The most
double
open thing in the entire game. Make it bigger, let's be honest here.
Terror. Not the dog.
Houndmaster?
Houndmaster. No more comments of that, please. Double terror radius and lullaby, where you can see the second killer's terror radius now, and a 3-person healing that lets you heal as a trio for the first time in Dead by Daylight. So you don't have to be the awkward person standing off to the side anymore.
That's me. Finally, we're also bringing back the idea of herbs, although it's not herbs this time. You might remember it from the 2v8 Resident Evil iteration. This time they are in the form of tonics, and they can be taken by both killers and survivors.
Yes, and we're releasing 2v8 alongside the Eldritch Nightmares collection, and we'll have a themed badge, banner, and charm as rewards that you can pick up.
Great.
But that's going to be it for 2v8. So check out the patch notes, like I said, for full details if you want to catch up on everything that's going to be happening with this 7th iteration. But now we're going to be talking about the Rift, and you're going to want to sit there and stay glued because it's a good one.
Better have Stranger Things stuff in that Rift. Oh, yes! Yes! Yeah, baby, I knew it! I'm a genius! Ha! Woo!
All right, new chapter.
We gotta get that Rift now,
New
Jaden.
Rift, and keeping the Stranger Things vibe going, we have the Flashback Rift, which is available starting today.
I'm blowing in my
so
pants. I
normally
knew it.
this
I
is
knew
where
they were
we
gonna do
bring
it, man.
our
I'm a
friend and
genius.
Product manager Brandon to talk
Let's
to
go,
us about
baby.
what's coming in the Rift. Brandon,
Mr. Whatsit.
So we've brought Dork to fill in, and you're going to do a wonderful job. I believe in you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to do my best Brandon ever. I'm so sorry, Brandon. But I'm super excited to be talking about the Rift.
It's got great stuff in it, and it's really cool when we can tie a chapter theme.
Let's
to a
get
Rift,
on with
and
it.
that is the case here.
Yappity yappers.
I think we should just dive into it.
Yeah,
Blimey blazes,
like you
mate.
said, we're always happy when we can tie a chapter
Hot in the
theme
blue
right
blazes.
into the Rift, and with an iconic show like Stranger Things, this is the perfect opportunity to do just that. So, as you can see with the name of the Rift, which is Flashback, to the rewards you can earn, everything in this Rift is directly tied to either Stranger Things or is 80s themed. And from what I've heard, it's been a lot of fun to work on.
Sorry, buddy, you don't like the
And
80s?
centerpiece of the rewards is going to be 2 amazing outfits.
Ooh. What is that Jeff outfit? What the fuck is that? The second one, do you see that?
As he's known in our game.
Is that Dr. Disrespect? They're adding another pet. We already have Freddy Krueger in the game, and now we're adding another pedestal.
Outfit for him that puts him back in his human
Your camera
self,
froze at a
human
great
skin
time, by the way.
Before he transforms, which is a nice addition for fans of the show. And then for 11, we have her very rare sensory deprivation outfit from season 5.
Also, that hillbilly outfit. What the hell is
getting
that?
into that deprivation tank to
Well,
try
you can play as
and
Dr.
improve
Disrespect
Zoe.
now, so that's great.
Yeah, that was like a high point for me of the season where things really got amped up. Stressful.
Oh, yeah. And of course, in celebration of Stranger Things, we've got some awesomely 80s themed outfits for our original characters too. We've got the arcade tournament outfit for Fong, the longing to belong outfit for Nia, the uncle style outfit for Jeff, and the headlining act outfit for the Hillbilly.
I wouldn't want to
which
be
is
Dr.
very
Disrespect's
hair metal,
nephew, I'll
and
tell you
I'm
what.
very here for it.
Yes, and that looks like no uncle in my family. But I have been using the word uncle a lot lately. My kids hate it. They think it's not cool.
They've been calling you
I've been using it, and they don't want me to use
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm not allowed.
That makes sense.
So, also the hillbilly there, that's a side of him that we haven't seen. Pretty good. So, the cool thing is Brandon's team, the product team, has been listening to our team.
Jaden, what happened to your
feedback
camera, you
from our
bastard?
players. And we got a lot of feedback on the last Rift.
Oh, there it is.
And they've made
Perfect.
some changes.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, we took all that feedback, shared it with Brandon's team, and they've applied it here in a way that I'm really happy to see. So what that means for players is that you can expect for the Deep Rift to be the Deep Rift and for it to not be so early in the Rift moving forward. And in their place, we're bringing back more outfits where we'll have 4 more outfits this year, and we're going to be increasing that to 5 going forward in the future. Then there's also going to be some 80s themed outfits for Renato, Talita,
Ooh,
Meg,
Finney's
and
lover.
the Trapper. So you'll be able to get.
Talita
lot
has a
of
fat ass. I don't know why
colors
you're making that
and a lot
face.
of reminiscing from that
It's
era
huge.
with this Rift. And then we'll have 2 earnable outfits on the premium track and 2 earnables on the free track, along with the
You gonna show us it or not?
2 free community outfits, the Space Rider outfit for Gabriel Soma. And the house not a home outfit for the
That body
druid.
piece is great, but that headpiece is
Super
ugly.
excited
We'd
for
switch
these.
that out.
Green glow.
Yes, it's so good. Even the dredge terrifies me, but I would be super excited to see him running at me like that. And we also have the community winning badge.
I know.
The Bloodbath badge and the Riding Maurice banner, which I super can't wait to get my hands on, and they're going to be on the free track.
Maurice, more Maurice content is always
Yes,
good.
give me all the horse.
So that's not all. There's more Stranger Things locked in here too.
Oh, I agree.
Oh yeah, and one of the best parts about this is that the Rift it has like some charms and some player cards that are all Stranger themed.
They're all-
They're
They're- They're all stranger related, she said. That's amazing.
Really cool, really fun stuff for players to earn across the board.
Yes. So, anything else? Any other updates for the Flashback Rift that players should be keeping an eye on?
So firstly, the team did listen to the feedback
Jen,
from
what are you
players who
doing?
being forced into playing a specific role when it came to completing the completion quest. So now players will notice that you'll no longer be forced into one of those roles when trying to complete these quests. So play as whichever role you like. We also, Brandon's team, worked on something called Jumpstart Quest. And these aren't new quests specifically, but they're quests that will give you some additional rewards. So let's say instead of 75 Rift fragments, players will be rewarded with double the Rift fragments. And these are found in this to be in like the release of this Rift. And so you'll get it when this Rift Pass drops.
It's a nice way to kickstart your Rift.
Yes, exactly. So we really want to give week one a really nice boost to help players to feel satisfied and to start off on that good foot, like you said.
Excellent. So before we go, not Brandon, I know you had one last update from the previous Rift that we wanted to share with players.
Yeah, so we're also going to be releasing the Claudette head. Woo! I can't wait! That was missing from the last Rift. We'll be giving it out to all of our players who own the Rift Pass, regardless of whether they finished it or not. So as long as you had that last Rift, you'll get this. And this is a gorgeous headpiece for Claudette, the Queen.
So ugly.
And we're super excited for people to get it and to enjoy it. Look at these three amazing variants. Like,
So good.
oh my gosh, cannot wait. And like I said, it's going to be included for everyone who already made the purchase to make up for the fact that it wasn't originally released with the Rift.
All right, that closes a long chapter for Claudette.
Yes, it does. Finally putting it to bed.
So thank you for joining us. You don't get to leave yet anyway.
I'm chained.
And please feel better, Brandon, if you're watching. And I can't wait to check out the Rift. It seems super awesome, and
Just show us the album.
it's just a cherry on the cake of our Stranger Things chapter.
Is it like a riff from your childhood?
I mean, I am quite old,
No.
so I do remember the 1980s. I had a rat tail in the 1980s.
Oh my God.
Which I don't even have hair now, so let alone a rat tail. So
Well,
good times for me.
gonna have to see pictures now. But yeah, super excited.
All right, let's wrap things up with Q&A.
Q&A, let's see. Are you guys gonna make the game more killer-sided and not survivor-sided? No, shut up.
So it's been a fantastic show. I think people are probably all pretty psyched about different corners of what we've shown today.
The Rift.
As is our tradition, we're going to do a Q&A section. So we approached it this time by collecting the top questions that we answered across the community over the past week. So that's if you are not part of our community, you can find these sorts of answers regularly on the DVD subreddit, on our social channels, on Discord, things like
Fearless
that.
knows all about the
It's a bit of a
subreddit.
roundup.
I
Don't
do.
try to miss these answers.
Not the one you're
So
thinking
let's
of.
dive into it.
Okay.
All right, question one. Is the first, Vecna, getting any balance adjustments from the PTB?
So we've made
Please,
some
please.
minor adjustments to the first after evaluation
Add a
that
cooldown.
we performed in the
Add a
PTB.
cooldown, please.
Added a short interaction cooldown after the undergate attack. Increased the vine attack cancel cooldown slightly. Adjusted the chest piece.
Okay,
add-on
increase the cooldown. That's good, that's good.
And explosion activation delay.
That's it.
Cool.
That's it.
That should all be
Just a
attached.
slight cooldown after.
Question
Okay.
two. Are the
There's at least
Stranger
something.
Things Chapter 2 characters voiced by their original voice actors?
No.
Nope.
And while we always try to get the original voice actors when we are bringing existing characters into the world of Dead by Daylight, it's not always possible. We still wanted to give them a voice as they take on this new adventure here in the fog. So,
Yep.
really sorry about that.
Wish we could. Question 3. It's great that Chaos Shuffle has come back, but is there a chance we'll see Lights Out or My Little Oni return? Wow, shout out to My Little Oni.
Yeah, My Little Oni is honestly
That was
been
funny.
living at the forefront of my brain rent-free, so I understand. They will potentially make a return, maybe. Not in the same iteration as they've been in the past, but...
Lights Out version 1 was the good version. I hate the one with candles, bro. That one's stupid.
Question 4.
It defeats the purpose of it being
Now,
dark.
You've shown who's you? You've shown that you can test other modes on the PTB, which is true. We did 2v8 in this most recent PTB.
That's true.
Is this something you plan to do more of in the future?
We're always
great
aware
questions.
with a PTB that only PC players get to experience this and test the new content. So yes, while having more things being tested is the dream, we still want to focus on what can be released on all platforms.
The dream. I wish we could do PTB for all of our console folks.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. Question 5.
Probably not.
Oh yeah. So this is a 2v8 one. Will the Legion be back in the upcoming version of 2v8? Legion was removed in the previous one.
Yes. So the Legion won't be back in the upcoming 2v8.
Of course not. He's
when
too
the team has
no skill.
more to update about this, we'll be sure to let you know and share this with community. I did miss seeing the Legion in the last 2v8, but so his time is coming.
All right. Last question for you. With the Halloween DLC leaving, which we're still very sad about, what's going to happen to the perks and achievements?
So the perks will remain unlockable in the blood web of the respective characters with the original names and flavor text if you've already unlocked the characters prior to the 19th of January of this year. For players who have not unlocked the characters, the perks will appear in the general perk pool to be available to unlock on any character immediately. These general perks will appear under new names. The achievements will be made into generic achievements, not character specific. And however, they will also unlock automatically if you have already completed the character related achievement. So your current progress will also remain.
All right.
Yeah, the Michael Myers trophy.
That wraps up our Q&A portion. Thank you, Dork. And that also wraps up the show. So thanks as always to you folks at home for watching. We hope you've enjoyed the latest round of Twitch drops that should start rolling out very soon into your inbox. Twitch inboxes, if they call it that. And if, like us, you're trying to fill that Stranger
Damn,
Things
fatty.
hole
Better
in your heart
calm
since
down.
the show ended, we hope you're going to check out Stranger Things.
That's
Chapter
offensive. You
2,
can't do
Ended
that.
By Daylight, you can make your own storylines your own here, as Vecna, Eleven, Dustin, and the rest of the gang are now in the game.
Triple chin
But
look.
we'll be back with more very soon. But till then, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and be safe out there in the fog. We are going to be rating Stages.
Staggy's the Kevin James of DBD.
Super excited to head on over there. Please be kind and courteous in their chat. We'll see you later.
I get my apple pie now.